In this video, I'll show you how to edit an object directly in Bambu Studio. I'm not just scaling the object, but I'm adding or subtracting selected parts of the object. I will also show you how to make the same modifications in Fusion for comparison. This video is a follow-up to several other videos I've uploaded, showing you how to manipulate objects in Bambu Studio and saving you the time and effort to convert mesh files and/or starting a new CAD design all over. Since I'll be using some of the techniques from the previous videos, I'll quickly show you what those were about. Here's my YouTube playlist called Bambu Studio Tips. We will build on the insights from 3 of those videos as indicated here. In this first video, I showed you a very simple way to combine a divided part into one STL file. In the next video, I showed you how to combine 2 different STL files into one new file. This technique required a common center axis. Finally, in the video shown here, I presented a way to combine 2 different STL files that do not share a common axis. This required knowledge of the Bambu Studio coordinate system that I explained in those last 2 videos. I will have a link to my YouTube playlist in the description below in case you need the details. If you have followed my channel, you will know that I use my 3D printer strictly for practical purposes, such as making or improving tools, repair shop or household items, or make things like organizers. Before designing something, I usually look online to see if somebody else already invented what I want. Not only is there no particular reason to reinvent the wheel, but often someone already had a better idea than my own. Most of the time it's something in between, and the best solution can be found by modifying an existing design. Here's the problem I was trying to solve. My Quick Connect post tools for my lathe were stored in a toolbox. Every time I closed the drawer, they all shifted around. I could fix that with a Gridfinity organizer, but frankly, I wanted those tools on my lathe where I need them. It was very easy to find a solution online. The best one I found was this one made by Laminar Tom, his online name. It's an interlocking simple system of holders that slips right on the backsplash of the lathe. Perfect. Tom has uploaded lots of photos, and his files include not just the STLs of 3 different holders, but STP files so you can import and edit right into your favorite CAD program. He provides 2 sizes, one at 1.2 inches and a larger one at 1.5 inches as shown here. He also provided a 1.2-inch version in a left-facing style. I have more than 30 of these Quick Connect tools, and at least 5 different sizes that I happen to get from different manufacturers. A couple of these will fit easily in the 1.2-inch holder. Another size is just a little bit too large for this holder, but would be wasting too much space with the 1.5-inch holder. Finally, I have some very large 2.5-inch tools. So to handle my own needs, I modified Tom's holders so I would have a 1.35-inch and a 2.5-inch holder, as shown here. It's rare that CAD files are included in online submissions, but since they were in this instance, I'll very quickly show you how to solve this problem in Fusion. So let's open Fusion, and then we hit Ctrl-O to open the STP file for Tom's large holder. Now simply make a construction plane offset from the top of the object. I'm going to offset it 1/2 inch. Next, go to Modify, Split Body, and then select the object and use the new plane as the splitting tool. Select the new top and move it up more than 1 inch. Go ahead and hide the construction plane and hit E for extrude and extrude the top of the lower part 1 inch. Then go to modify align. Select the top of the lower object and the bottom of the top object and click OK. And now you have the body is assembled. To combine these into a single part, drag to select the whole thing and use modify combine. That's it. You can save the file and print it. Now we'll do this exact same thing in Bambu Studio. Open Bambu Studio and then hit Control I for import and import the STL file for the large tool holder this time. While the part is still selected, press the cut icon or C on the keyboard. In the height box, type 12 for 12 millimeters. Then select cut to parts. This is very important. Let me show you what happens if you don't. If I perform the cut, the parts will be distributed on the build plate. This is not what we want. So let's go back, Control C to redo, and this time we'll cut to the parts. This time, when I perform the cut, the parts stay in place. Perfect. Now we'll do another cut while the whole thing is still selected. This time put 22 in the height box and perform the cut. Now we have 3 parts instead of 1. Go to the Objects tab. We are interested in the middle part, so select it. If we expand that middle part by 1 inch, we can make the part the size we want without disturbing the rest of the tool holder. So select the scale icon or S for scale. Since we only want to widen the part along the Z axis, unselect uniform scale. Obviously, the Z height is 10 since we cut at 22 and 12 millimeters. We need to add an inch, which is 25.4 millimeters. I'll add 26 to make it easy. So in the Z axis size, put 36. Again, referring to the Bambu Studio coordinate system, the middle part will now be expanded around the center of that part, so 13 millimeters, both up and down, for a total of 26 millimeters. Now select the Move icon, or M. Since it's now extended 13 millimeters into the lower part, we will move it up by 13 millimeters. Notice the new set coordinate of minus 4.85, add 13 millimeters. Insert the resulting 8.15 in the set position. As you might have guessed, the middle part is now extended a full 26 millimeter into the top part. Therefore, select the top part in the Objects tab and move it up by 26 millimeter. This is done the same way by adding the 11 millimeter showing to the 26 millimeter move for a total of 37 millimeters. We now have the 2.5 inch wide part, but it's divided into 3 separate pieces. In my first video in this series, I showed you how easy it is to make it one piece. Simply select the whole assembly in the Objects tab and right-click, then click Save as one STL. I will name it BXA holder very large. Let's import the resulting STL on a separate build plate and compare the two, and I'll show you something odd. You can immediately see that the new STL file indeed is in one piece, while the one we worked on is still in 3 pieces. Here's the odd part. Even though the object got assembled, it still recalls the measurements as if they were in 3 pieces. I don't know how to explain that, but I assume it's a software glitch. I printed a bunch of different sizes and I arranged them as I thought I wanted them on the lathe. This revealed a flaw in this design. You cannot change the layout without having to remove all the tools. Therefore, I'll be dividing my tool holders into a couple or 3 assembled racks so I can make changes easily. I do hope that my Bambu Studio video series have given you some useful tools to make your own 3D printing more suited to your needs. Please take the time to subscribe to my channel as I have more 3D printer tips coming soon. That's all for now. I hope to see you in my next video.